Well, folks, welcome back to Smuggler Adventures. Today, I am actually only coming to Disney for one thing, is because right now, for a limited time, they are doing a magic key gift, and that's what I'm coming here for. So come with me on this fun, quick trip to Disneyland. Yeah, I'm still in my car, but today I am rocking my little blue mini one, the one that was super hard to get. I'm so excited to wear it. So yeah, last time I wore my green one. I gave the pink one to my cousin for her birthday, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to print a yellow crown and a fairy one and maybe some eyeballs for my green one. So when we come to the parks, I'll have Osmo and my cousin will have Wanda, and that's from the Fairy Godparents. So our backpacks are purple and green, and it'll be Skies as a fairy. So I think that's gonna be a fun little thing that I'm going to do. But as right now, I'm rocking my blue one, and I'm so excited to wear it. So far, the Esplanade, well, the security Esplanade doesn't look too packed. It's actually nice, pretty. I mean, it is pretty warm and humid, but the clouds are actually helping out block a lot of the sun. And there's actually a nice little breeze, so I'm actually looking forward to being in the park on a summer day, if it makes sense, because usually when it's hot here, Disneyland's full of concrete, and believe me, when it gets hot, it gets hot. The sun heats up the concrete from there, it's gross, believe me. I have worked at Galaxy's Edge when it first opened, and that land is nothing but concrete, so yeah, when it's hot, and you don't want to be in there. But anyways, ooh, even security looks like it's going to be a walkthrough. Okay, like low-key, security was a walkthrough, but getting on tram, it had a little bit of line, but it did go pretty fast. But now getting off the tram and walking on the concrete right here, you can feel the heat and the humidity. But it's a walking on gate, it's a walkthrough. Literally. It looks like they're actually filming inside of the gate right there. You don't get to see that every day in Disney. Usually they do film it either early in the morning or right before the park opens up, so they can not have the crowds. But it looks like they're probably either shooting a promo or a commercial. Just like that we're in. That's a pretty big filming crew for a commercial, but literally a lot of people don't really get to see this, but I remember I used to see it all the time, especially in Galaxy's Edge when it was open. You would see it very frequently because they'd be shooting a lot of promo. But we're not going to focus that. I'm focused on my license plate. Literally, I'm only came here just for that. Maybe a Starbucks, then I'll be heading out. Because I still got to go home and embroider 2 backpacks and a sweater and get those out for tomorrow. So I am a little busy. I will be leaving my Etsy store shop link in the description, so go ahead, feel free to check it out. But they got some new ears. Those are actually some pretty cool bubble ones, but that's not what we're here for. We're not. Now to pick up the license plate, we're actually going to be heading into Tomorrowland, into the old Star Wars launch bay. They have not opened that building up in quite some time, and now it's just used for access and for special events. Yo, the lightning lane for Star Tours is stretching back to the exit of Plaza Inn. That's a pretty big one, but here we go. This land has truly needed a big update. It's kind of just gone stale. I mean, they do their little updates here and there, but as like a full-on big renovation, that's what this land needs. And Star Tours is a 65-minute wait, but I'm not here for that. I am here for the big round building, which on the top used to be Superhero HQ, which is like a Marvel store. But once Avengers Campus opened, that got moved over there. Then below it was Star Wars Launch Bay. It was kind of like a meet and greet with Xboxes and a high-end collectible store, which I did work there for quite some time. The costumes were super comfortable. If you want to know what the costume for that was, it was actually the costumes they wear in Star Wars Trading Post in downtown Disney. But yeah, that was one of my favorite costumes to wear. It was super comfortable, and you could breathe in it. So it looks like to get our license plate frame, we're going to have to maybe wrap around, excuse me there, and come up the back way by Olivia. Go up the ramp. I think we go inside the launch bay and we exit out through the entrance. Here we go. So literally in the virtual queue, it literally just says show a code and they pops up the QR code, and that's what we're gonna do. Honestly, I feel like you get more perks as a Magic Key holder sometimes than as a cast member, but that's just me. Oh my god, I used to work. This was the coldest place, like cold, like a good AC to work in. Okay, this is where they used to do the phone cases. High-end collectibles are here. They still have the Darth Vader toy. This is where I usually used to work. Little musty. And just like that, I got my license plate frame, which I'm probably going to use, put magnets on it and put it on my cabinet, and a classic Mickey bar, which are rock solid because they keep those on dry ice. But now it's time to head out. Wait for it to do that, I might go check out Star Traders, see if they have any new merch, just because it's been a while since I've been in there. And that was another home I worked in. I have a lot of homes within Disneyland, so maybe I'll make a video on that. But yeah, after Foods, I was working Foods for probably about 4 or 5 months. I transferred out to go to guest relations, but then I had learned merchandise, and they put me in Star Trader, which became my home. But I'll probably make a whole video of all the positions I did and pretty much all the cool stuff I actually did in Disneyland. And we did a lot. There was a lot of stuff. But yeah, let's go check out Star Trader and exit out. And just like that, I'm on my way out. I finished my ice cream. It was frozen solid, but due to warm weather here at Disneyland, it melted pretty fast and it was delicious. But anyways, I was talking to my friend, and she said the first thing that they were doing the license plates, it was a madhouse because none of the guests actually read the information about there was a virtual queue. They just expected that they had a Magic Key, so they were able to just walk up, but that's not how Disney does a lot of stuff. You know that everything's like a virtual queue, which it kind of makes sense because it does reduce a lot of the crowds, and you have little bit groups coming at a time. But yeah, she said it was a madhouse, and people were complaining that that was the only day they could come to a park. I'm like, well, it is what it is. And she said they added these. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. I don't know why sometimes when I talk, it sounds like I'm negative, but I'm not. I kind of know, you get to know the information about Disney and how it works at points. So you know what to expect. You know, you saw me walk in Starbucks. I was going to go get Starbies, but it's too hot for that. I got ice cold water in my car. Oh, by the way, July 17th, which was Disney's birthday, they're officially 71 years old now. So happy birthday, Disney. But otherwise, like I said, it was a quick visit. Just come get my license plate and a free ice cream. That was unexpected, but yeah. Make my way out. Like I said, monorail blue. My favorite. But anyways, before I go, look at a little update. Since the 70th anniversary is technically over now, all of this will be going. And remember I told you about the music box that was in the center? They're starting to disassemble it now. All the little icons for all the lands are gone, and they have a wall up. So that probably won't be here that much longer. Maybe another week or so, if that. But that's the last, not the last, but that's like, it's be going away. Then we'll finally see the compass, unless they decorate it for Halloween, which I highly doubt it because they usually put stuff on the California Adventure thing, Oogie Boogie, the moon. And I believe someone had a sighting of the pumpkins already coming to be, or get ready to get put on the main entrance. So next up is Halloween at Disneyland, which I am so excited for. Everything at Disney. Ooh, Star Wars Zero Company. You know, I kind of like all these little Star Wars spin-offs. But anyways, off topic. During Halloween time, all the food gets a little spicy, and I love it. There was one year, and I don't know if they're ever going to bring it back, but they had ghost pepper tater tots. Those were so good. It was a ghost pepper cheese sauce, like a nacho cheese. Tater tots, like potato barrels with a little bit of bacon bits and jalapenos on them. It was so good. Believe me, I went back multiple times to get that, and I wish it was a bigger portion, but honestly, it was so good. I hope Disney does bring that back one day, because that was in DCA at the food truck by Monsters Inc. Honestly, it was such a good snack. I loved it. But anyways, if you did like today's adventure, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell button so every time I do a new adventure, you guys will be the first to know. And like I always say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.